Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 13 of my Journeyman Career in Football Manager 2015. And we're still in the January transfer window. You know, the last episode I was talking about maybe simming through January, seeing if I was going to sell players. Well, now I have decided to basically take the main players off the transfer list. Like Felipe Pardo, I took him off the transfer list because I wasn't selling him, even though Panathinaikos was interested. I thought, and you look at his value as well, is it worth selling him? Like I was offering around 300k and even less, like 200k. Is it worth selling him for that? Because I won't be able to get a replacement. And probably, yeah, the bigger player there that I was trying to get rid of and wasn't really too successful was Ruben Michael. He did have interest from a few teams like Southampton, even Liverpool for a point. But then I noticed he has an agent who owns 50%, so I only get 50% of that, and even my finances as well. Percentage of transfer revenue made available is only 40% because of the financial troubles. So I think it's best for business to keep Ruben Michael, especially he's probably been our best player this season, well, along with Adair, definitely. Adair scoring 20 goals in 20 games, basically. So, yeah, he's a talent. So we've got to hold on to him, and I've just got to deal with it. I've got to deal that we can't sign Henrique next season. It's good we got Diego Bittencourt back because... Oh, yeah, we got him for loan. He just had a half a season loan, and he's on really cheap wages as well. He's only on 210 per week, but, yeah, he's running out of contract at the end of the year. So, yeah, end of the season. So, what I will do is I'm going to test him. Like, if I go to offer a new contract, he wants, yeah, a big increase. Because right now, that's a real shock. He's only getting 210 per week. And if he was only getting that much, he probably wouldn't be paying tax. But that's a totally different story, even though he is in the game. But, yeah, like I said, totally different story. But he seems like a good player for this level. So, we'll see how that goes. See, if you go through his contract, it says a full-time contract. But if he's getting 210 per week, that's not full-time. You think he'll have another job. But who knows? We've got to see. Yeah, we've got to see what the deal is with him. If he's worth... yeah, signing, giving a new contract, and he wants a decent amount more. We do have the available wage budget there, though, even though we're in the red for the balance. So that's what's going to happen with that. Anything else? I'm also looking for a new affiliate club, one of those where you get money for the merchandising, like from a Japanese club, American club, that kind of stuff. I think that's the only real way we can make money without selling players, so that's what I'm going for now. And I guess in the cups as well. Where are we? Am I still in the... yeah, the Taça de Portugal, the 6th round we won there. So we're going to be playing that. We're in the semi-final. There's leg 1 against Vitória Guimarães, I believe they're called, because last time I just called them Vit, because that's what it says. So you can't be too surprised. But where are we? Where's the overview? Facilities. Guimarães, that's all it says there. So that's all I can call them. But anyway, yeah, we got to do as well as we can in the cups. And that's all I can do really for money, can I? And try and finish first in the league. So we'll go that, yeah, the first game in this episode against Rio Ave. They're 4th as well. FC Porto have been really poor. Especially, you'd expect them to be top of the table, but we are. Sporting CP is the really one who's challenging right now. But you look at the top goal scorers, Adair is clear there. Stefano Yuri, he's a guy, he's only 20. He's on loan from Santos. Doesn't look too bad, actually. We'll get another scout report on him. And seems fairly cheap. And I like managing in Portugal because I like signing Brazilian players, and usually Brazilian players move to Portugal more than any other league, apart from, yeah, Brazil. So, yeah, look out for that. And like I said, Ruben Michael and Adair, they've been so good together. Oh, yes, been so good in the league, and Adair's just been fantastic. I'm actually surprised there's no interest for him. Like, if this was real life, you'd think there'd be interest in January for a striker that's just... absolutely banging goals like that, you would think anyway. But I don't mind. I'm happy to keep him, yeah? Happy a guy who's like averaging a goal every game. But if Sporting CP, I'm hoping for them to kind of go on a run of losing or something, or just dropping points, because if we get away from them, we're away from the other teams, we're definitely going to get our expectations for this year, like get in. What is the expectations again? The board confidence. Yeah, the Premier League. What is the... Yeah, just to qualify for Europa League, which I think is 4th. So, to qualify for Champions League, if I can get in top 3, that'll be a huge achievement for the money as well. So if I come first and qualify for Champions League, all the money that comes with that, it will be fantastic. So, yeah, it looks like a settled team, I reckon. Actually, I'm going to bring Danilo in, though, for Mauro. I really like Danilo. This guy's going to be absolutely insane. Well, it depends how long I can keep him for. He's got great potential. Look, 4-star. And the black star on the 5th one, which is maximum potential. Diego Butincourt giving him a chance because... See, look at all these missing players, injuries and stuff. Yeah, we're going to have to be wary of that. But we'll go in and we'll try and get a win here. See, Pedro Tiba, this game he's going to be playing as a winger. That's what I like about him. Natural in 2 positions, centre mid and right wing. It's fantastic stuff. But here, yeah, it's kind of the battle of the 2 big strikers this season. Like Stefano Yuri has been pretty good, but Adair, no one has really matched him. So he's pretty good. So now we'll go to continue to team talk. But the thing is, of course, Adair scored a decent amount of goals, but we've got a decent amount of goals as well from our attacking midfielders. Like you got Salvador Agra scoring 5, Pedro Tiba scoring 5, even Ruben Michael scoring 5, Danilo scoring 3, and some less appearances. Even Adelan Santos. So yeah, getting a good mix of goal scorers. Even Felipe Pardo. Hopefully he can get back. You know, his problem was training. He was really frustrated about the training. So I'll try and lower that, and yeah, hopefully he does well. So go out there and go from when you finish the last match, and Adair looking motivated. Look, 20 games, 20 goals. That is an insane record for really a competitive league. The Portuguese league is actually, the more I'm playing in it now, the more the more competitive I realize it is. I thought it was just maybe like 3 top teams over, like FC Porto and stuff, and Sporting, CP, but and obviously Benfica, like a top 3. But yeah, it's shown as more competitive this season. Like, especially FC Porto dropping as many points as they have. There's definitely other teams that compete. But here, it's crucial to win. We've kind of been on shaky form over the maybe last couple months or so. We started like a house on fire. We started amazingly, but we kind of dropped off a little bit. Those 2 games against Sporting a couple episodes ago, that definitely put a dent in our hopes. And yeah, it made them get... Well, only one of the matches against them was in the league, but still... Yeah, they're caught up. We're only 1 point from first now. So, like, oh yeah, we're 1 point in the lead. So we need to continue, get back on our good form. Hopefully we can do it here. Pedro Tiba, Adair. I thought he was going to get on it again and score another. But they've got Thiago Pinto on the ball here to Stefano Yuri, the guy I mentioned before. We actually get a scout report on him. Because you don't know what's going to happen with Adair. You always got to look for other options. Oh, here goes Yuri, and he scores. Oh no, he's offside. It won't count. See, I don't know why, but I don't realize them straight away because I'm focusing on commentating on the game. I don't really realize that it's offside. It doesn't process in my head whether to judge if it's offside or not. It's just one of those things. But I guess it was pretty close. It's hard, when you're focusing on where the ball is, you're not really looking at their player, but yeah, I never really notice, like, say, that's offside before it comes up. But talking about coming up, look at that. Ruben Michael, and it's probably going to prove a good decision to keep him because he's amazing from free kicks. He's scored a few this season. That's where a lot of his goals he's come from. And, creates really well, dominates the midfield. And goalkeeper stood absolutely no chance there. No chance of saving that. None whatsoever. So it was good to sneak that goal late, and then we can go assertively and say guard against complacency now. Don't think the job is done, and gain focus. Yeah, I really like Braga. Like, they're getting good reactions from this. And talking about liking Braga, just this series as a whole, I really like this series because I can't wait till I move to other teams and achieve. But like I said, I have to achieve with Braga first, whether it just be winning the league. But you'd want to... Because I have a little connection to the team now. I want to see how I can do in Europe. Obviously, I won't be expected to win if I keep conceding goals like against these kind of teams. And can't win these games easy. You think against the big teams in Europe, like Champions League, I won't be able... Like, you're not going to win Champions League with Braga, but I'd like to show my best. And then maybe after next season, we can see what happens if I get any offers in. Maybe if I could just somehow get out of the group stages in the Champions League. I don't know. But I guess, all that stuff is going to play itself out. You can't really predict what's going to happen. So, who should I bring on here? Pedro Tiba, how has he played? Salvador Agra hasn't had the greatest of games. So we'll bring on Felipe Pardo. We'll bring on Alan as well for Pedro Tiba. And actually, we'll drop out Danilo. It hasn't been too amazing. And we'll put Pedro Tiba there. Ruben Michael, maybe a more deep lying role. Because, yeah, Pedro Tiba likes that role to advance. An advanced playmaker, of course. And one more that could be made. I'm not really sure. I'll just do 2 for now. We still got to go out and win, of course. Felipe Pardo. I'm just going to say calmly to him. There's a lot more to come from you. Alan, I'll say, show me what you got today. And that's it. Come on. These are the kind of games, like, if I'm going to be a title winner, these are the ones I've got to look to win. But even though that's not our expectation, so you got to balance that. But I'm happy with how I've done this season, my team. But still, I'm disappointed. Okay, they have a Lion. So there's Lion with the cross. Defending. It was the cross from the Lion as well. Look, that's defend. Look, can't he tackle? And the goalkeeping is like our goalkeeper's pretty average. He's not like a really good goalkeeper. Come on, Ruben Michael. Custodio, we get it back. We get it back and make it 2-0. Custodio being a real good player in that halfback role for us this season, and he's actually scored a few goals getting forward. And yeah, from a corner you can see here as well. He did well. You can see goalkeeper, pretty poor effort again. Probably one more change, and we'll see what that will be. And we'll go to attacking, trying to win this. Adair hasn't had the best of games, but we don't have a striker to bring on. That's our problem. So Diego Bittencourt, we'll bring on Sasso. Been training him left back as well. He's kind of that player to come off the bench. He's not really attacking fullback, but what can you do? I want to see more of the same from you today. He's been a real solid player for me. He just come on, does his job when he needs to. Some matches he started, like I said, when he's needed to. It wouldn't be a terrible result to just drag a draw away from here. But we've got to defend this first. But we could counter here. Come on, Pardo. I've noticed in my time of playing Football Manager, sometimes when you want to sell a player, you transfer list him, then you take him off the transfer list, and then he performs because he wants to stay at the club. So it will be interesting to see if that's a situation with Felipe Pardo. Or it may not be. For the team, it's Mick. Oh, it's Michael. Whoa. They're piling on the pressure here. Like, this hasn't been a notable performance from us. Come on, defend this. This hasn't been one of our normal performances. And you'll get that as well. You can't play at 100% every single game of the season, but come on. Felipe Pardo, look at the space. Oh, he should have passed it. Pedro Tiba. Felipe Pardo. Finds Tiba. Shoots. Pardo! Oh, how did he miss? The goalkeeper's out of position. Now Goiano's injured. Oh, my God. I reckon we're just going to leave it because I can't be bothered changing it, if I'm honest. Sometimes, yeah, I just can't be bothered because the game's probably going to end. They've got an injury as well. There's 4 minutes extra time that was played, but it was just +3 and it's over here. So, considering we didn't play at all, like, I don't think we played good at this game at all, apart from Ruben Michael. He had a great game. And I guess, yeah, Custodio, just because he scored, that's basically it. Adelan Santos at centre-back was really good, judging off his rating. That's all, really, you can judge. But we'll say assertively, it just wasn't our day, I reckon. We'll say that. But, yeah, it's not a normal performance you'd see from us. But at the same time, Rio Ave playing well. Sporting must have... Ooh, they drew as well. See, that would have been a good situation to win. But, yes, that is the struggles of a season. But, yeah, we're having a good season. Defending is not our strong suit. Our strong suit is attacking. You can see we've got considerably more goals than any other team. 53, look, Sporting 38, and then there's 37. So, yeah, I guess we scored 2 goals. That's not too bad. But, yeah, we need to defend better. That's always been the case. But, yeah, that's the case when playing attacking formation. So here we have picked up a big injury to Zay Luis. He is injured for 4 months while out on international duty. I thought it was a good thing for him. I thought he would come back with some good match fitness. Maybe to the run to end of the season he can play. Because, of course, he can still develop a bit. 3-star potential ability. but I guess not. Apparently, yeah, in the report it says he could improve significantly in the future. But now he's injured for 4 months. In the cup games where he played, he was fantastic. So he showed his quality at that level at the very least. So that does mean we do need another striker, like, just to come up to play. So Felipe Pardo could be important. Because we have a lot of wingers, I'm actually going to train him in that role. I thought about that for a second. Even though he got pissed off at training last time, who cares, basically. Where are we? Position. Striker. And then we'll go individual role, advance forward. That's what we play, don't we? On attack. So, we're going to change that up a little bit. Because of his 16 strength, I feel he could be decent as a striker, and also that he's performed well. He's scored goals, like 3 goals in the games he played. 4 starts and 5 off the bench, and a couple assists. So, yeah, I reckon he could be a decent striker just looking at his attributes. If you go striker, advance forward, one of his better roles in that position. Strength is not important, but yeah, strength for a striker will always be important. So, he can be a rotation striker with Adair when we need him to be. So, hopefully he can step up for that. We'll just clear that selected role. And a couple of my other younger players I've just dropped to the under-19s if you've been wondering about them. Where are we? We'll go to the under-19 squad in terms of under-19s or reserve squad. I don't know. Abdul Nouri. I think I put the other guy in the reserve squad because we've got Thiago Villela here. I'm not sure how good this guy will be. I don't think he'll be good enough to be impacting the first team, at least at my tenure at the club or ever. We've got this guy, Felipe Pardo. Why is he in the reserves? Just to get match fitness, yeah. Yeah, we'll take him off that. See, that's our reserves. And then if I go to the reserve squad, I actually dropped Mohamed Assam there because he needed to get games, but they're not even playing him there as well, so I'm not really sure. But as a free signing, he could be a good signing for this reserve team, because I still manage this team a little bit, because it's there, obviously, to me to select, but I don't play the games or anything for it. There's another manager, and this whole, the manager of my B team actually got fired. I didn't show that, but the manager of my B team actually got fired. I just thought that was something to tell you. So we got a new manager. But yeah, I signed him for a free transfer, so I can just put him into the B team and yeah, just see how he goes. For me, he's not a first team player yet, definitely, but he's got decent potential. You look at that potential, what's that? Yeah, 2.5 star. With that black star is going up to 3.5. So yeah, who knows how good he can be. But we'll see, yeah, how the rest goes down. Okay, Javan, this guy's being real difficult. I'm trying to send him out on loan at the very least. Well, I want to sell him, honestly. Haven't given much of a chance, but we got that Enrique guy. He's got a contract. He's till 2018, but he's 27. He's offered for loan. I mean, there's a team that wants him for loan. I'd be willing to listen to that, maybe sell him next season. And yet, other teams may be interested after he actually plays. So we got offer for a loan. 100% wages to the end of the season. There's a team interested in this division. So far, for whatever reason, he's attracted Cyprus teams for whatever reason. I don't know why. He's not from Cyprus or anything like that. He's never played there. So, yeah, not sure how that works. But anyway, Thiago Rodriguez, he wants more first-team football. I do want to give it to him, though. I'll give him, yeah, next. I just say that. I say that for safety now, because I know it gets a good reaction. I'll just say, yeah, they're good enough, I'll play them. But if I thought they were crap, I'll say, nope, I'm going to transfer list you. Just, yeah, something simple like that. But Thiago Rodriguez, we signed on a free transfer, and he's listed as first teamer, so he's expected to play. He's only started 1 league game this season, so you can see where his frustration is with that. And because I really see a future with him at the club, and maybe depending what team I go to in the future, because he's got that 3.5 star, yeah, 3.5 star potential ability, so he can be. I can see him as a Premier League player, honestly, or maybe not, maybe a Spanish, a La Liga, because yeah, I want to manage in all these teams or all these leagues more specifically. For me, I reckon I'll suit, yeah, or he'll suit La Liga better if you compare it to Premier League anyway. Premier League, you got to be physical, I think. And you can see he lacks in that area. He's neither quick nor strong, so you can see that. What was I going to check? Oh, yeah, leagues I have loaded. I wanted to load the biggest leagues in Europe, in my view anyway. With this, you got Belgium, England, France, Germany, Holland, Italy, Portugal, where I am now, Russia, Spain, and Turkey. Not saying I'm going to manage in all of those countries, but I want to be successful in multiple... Like, once I make it to that Premier League, or La Liga, or Bundesliga stage, or Serie A stage, I would only go between those ones, because they're the big ones. I wouldn't drop back to maybe a Russia or a Turkey, but this is my next step. After doing well with Braga, would I get an offer right away from a Premier League team? Or maybe I'll make a side step to a... I don't know, people have always suggested for Ajax. I keep getting that from a lot of people. Or in Turkey or in Russia. Make maybe a side step like that. And then, yeah, maybe if I succeed again, then maybe that big offer will come. We don't really know. Okay, so finally we do have another offer. It's, see? AEL. I've never heard of this team before, but they're in the Cypriot First Division. I'm going to reject that. No, I'm going to leave him all accept it. He may accept now for whatever reason. See, there's two Cypriot teams. I don't know why, because he's never played there. He's just played in Brazil or something. He's played for Firenze, Santa Rita. That's another Brazilian team in the lower divisions. CRB, that's in the Série C in Brazil. And yeah, Academica, he's played in Portugal, so I don't really know why Cypriot teams are interested. And he's not, yeah, obviously he's just Brazilian, but he will accept all these three offers, and hopefully he'll accept one of them. Maybe he doesn't want to go out on loan to Cyprus. Maybe he'll listen to a Polish side, Legia. They're one of the better teams, aren't they? If I go to their players... Or at least if I go general info. Yeah, they've got some million worth players. Not too bad. Anyone decent here? Zwatch. But he's crap. I'm surprised. I always like to look for those younger guys in these kind of teams. How about this goalkeeper? Majeski, I have no idea how to say his name, but yeah, probably not too amazing. Anyway, we'll move on to the next game. So here we are for another League Cup game. Obviously, the team that comes first is the one that advances, so it's going to be hard. We're going to have to rely on Sporting in losing a game, because obviously we lost against them, and obviously goal difference. It's all, I can't worry about that. I just got to worry about winning my own game. Just say, oh, we could win every single game from here, but Sporting do as well, and we don't even make it. It'll be a waste, or we could play some younger players or whatever. But you can't think like that, because yeah, you don't know what's Maritimo, Gil Vicente. Yeah, we've got to see what Sporting do, Sporting CP. So I set up the team, going to try Felipe Pardo. I'm pretty sure this is the first game we're starting him as a striker. He's played one there. I think that was one he came off the bench, but I can't remember too clearly. And he's strong on both feet as well. He could be decent as a striker. We'll see. Obviously, he scored, you saw with that stat, but Henrique as well as... I'm really disappointed that we are most likely not going to sign him, but who knows? Maybe we can get him on loan again next season, like I did with Falcao, my Manchester United. Say, if I press, like at the end of the season, it says, do you want to make an offer for them again because the loan deal is running out, and you do that. So hopefully he will decide that, because he's a rotation player and available for loan listed still. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it will still be up in the air. Maybe they'll want to keep him. Who really knows? So we'll continue on. Obviously, yeah, like I said, Sporting, we're going to have to rely on them losing a game for us to advance. That's the way the League Cup works. And this, I suppose that's lucky. Like, if we lost the first round against Sporting, we would have been out completely. So, who knows? Let's go in. We got to get back on the horse, really, in terms of how we're playing. We need to play much better. Even though we have been unbeaten for a few games now, like just judging off the previous game, we weren't playing smoothly. We need to get back to that. So let's say assertively, let's do it for the fans. See, I like to do that at home and get some good reactions here. Danilo is going to be a star. Look at his rating. He's actually best average rating for all the players that are on the pitch currently for this game, the starting 11. And we'll go in. Come on, Alan. We need a convincing performance along with the result. That's what I mean. Like, we can't just maybe scrape like a 1-goal win, like 1-0, 2-1, something like that. Maybe convincing performance against another team who's actually in our division. We'll see how we go here. Matthias with the goal kick. Alan to Danilo. Baiano back. And yeah, like I said, Danilo is going to be a class player. You can see his potential is showing in these games that we do play him. He plays some great games for us, puts in a good shift every single time for a young lad. That's fantastic to see. Danilo, Thiago Rodriguez, who wants more playing time. It's Gradel! How did he manage to miss that? He went so close. You would have expected him to score, to be honest, if he went that close. That's a big disappointment. Danilo to Alan. Gradel with his pace. He's not really showcasing it. Oh, he finds Baiano well. Baiano. Poor cross. But yeah, Gradel can still get it. That's how poor it was. Thiago Rodriguez. It's a good start for him. Scores his first goal ever for Braga. And what an assist. I do want to play Gradel a lot more. I reckon he can be a dangerous player for us. Playing as that wide man with his pace. And yeah, his deliveries are not too bad. And Thiago Rodriguez finishes there. Well done. And yeah, I'm going back to showing every single game here. There was just a period, yeah, during January. I wanted to try and sell some players. You'll see that sometimes. Because usually I want to get that done first. As Alan try... Oh, second attempt! The second attempt was decent from our captain, Alan, the 35-year-old. When you're that old and you're playing in the first team, he's still... if he's still good enough to play, he's going to be so much experience. Like, as long as he's not sacrificing the team. But, yeah, he's definitely not our worst player by any stretch of the imagination. Like, I still think he... it's hard to say. Top 5 players in our team, I'm not really sure. He's still got really strong attributes. If you just look at him, forget about his age or whatever, he still looks decent. For this level, he does look decent. You go through his report as well, he's still 3-star ability. So, that's okay, but he brings the experience as well. He's been at Braga for quite a while now. So, we go passionately. I'm very happy about that performance. I guess Pardo... Yeah, he hasn't played that well, but of course he needs match fitness, so this is a perfect occasion to play him, especially when we're winning. I do want to get a whole game into him. That would be great. Obviously, he'll probably miss the next game, but then he'll be match fit, and we can play him in other games. And obviously, Adair will come back for that. Enrique picks up a yellow. Even he's dropping his quality a little bit, but the whole team is. When the whole team does, everyone does. Or is it because everyone does, the whole team is affected? It can go both ways, I guess. But yeah, I don't think it's his fault specifically. It just, yeah, when the whole team is not playing as well, it drops the performances in general, the ratings of the players and everything, so that's the way it goes. Oh, but they play it through to Villela. He's on. But yeah, it was well defended. Got in the way and yeah, made sure it was a corner and not a goal. Of course, that is always good. But we've got to be careful here. I'm actually confident from defending corners with my team. I'm not sure why. Usually I'm pretty nervous. But yeah, I don't know. With Braga, I'm confident in my defending. From set pieces at the very least. Baiano, it was hard to slip it through to the Gradel. There was 3 defenders in the way. But yeah, this is a solid performance. Again, I didn't mean to click that. We go advanced tactics. Pardo, like I said, I want to play him for the whole game. Thiago Rodriguez, we started him. He'll be happy for that. We'll bring on Mauro. Swap with Danilo. Mauro likes that deep line playmaker. Just think here for a second. Baiano will go off. We'll bring on Sasso, a bit more defensive. Alan... He's played a good game. We'll take off Gradel for fitness reasons. Just, yeah, keep him fit. And we'll bring on Salvador Agra. I do like Agra. The previous game he didn't play too well. That's kind of why I dropped him out. Sasso, just say calmly, I have faith in you. He looks happy. And even for Salvador Agra, I have faith in you. Yeah, I knew he'll look happy. He appreciated the encouraging feedback. And Diego Mines comes in for appearance as well. Like, you got Mines and Adelan Santos. They're 2 really experienced centre-backs. And you've shown in this game, well, as much as you can see it anyway. Obviously, you don't see the full game, you see the highlights. But, yeah, that's the way it goes in Football Manager. Well, you can actually watch the full game, but, yeah, for YouTube, I don't see why you would do that or why you would do that just in general. It's not pointless. There's definitely reasons why people would want to do that, but, yeah, it will take forever. That would be insane if someone did that. So yeah, it's a 2-0 victory, full time. It was a good performance. I'm happy. I'm happy. We weren't too special or anything like that. We just put in a solid performance, exactly what I want, assertively. I'm very pleased with the result and the performance. That's something I do want. For me, the way you play, the performance is so important. So, Sporting, they're going to be pressured to win their game. That's all we can do, really. We can only pressure them. That's all we can do. But you'd expect them to win against like the other teams. But anyway, we'll see how... We only play one more game, do we, after this one? There's 4. We play against each team once. But that is basically it for this episode. Play those 2 games. Interesting one. The first game in the league against Rio Ave, who are they're performing well. They're 4th, so we did well. We're still maintaining that first position, just though. You see Benfica pushing up as well. It's going to be a tight finish to the season. You can see the games. There's still a decent amount. There's still a lot of games to be played in this season. And if you want me to continue to keep going, showing every single game like this, it's just a routine for me because it's how I do my FIFA video with Liverpool. Series with Liverpool, how I do my Manchester United one. It feels just like routine for me. But if you want me to see, or if you want to see me do less games, maybe play through more privately, maybe to get this more going a lot. But yeah, I'm not complaining about it. I'm enjoying it, doing it like this. It'll probably make the process of it longer, but I don't mind. Like, I'd want to do this series from now until the end of Football Manager because it's going to be a huge one if I'm going to be multiple teams. There's no rush to finish it. That's what I mean. If there was a rush to move on to another team, I could see myself doing that. But yeah, for me, there's no rush. I'm enjoying my time at Braga and just... yeah, I like my videos in Football Manager to be like playthroughs, like of the total, like everything I do, because not just playing games, because you might lose something and you might miss some important things, and it's not, instead of me reviewing it, you want to see it live, not me going back, oh, this happened. You'd like to see it when it does happen. So leave your thoughts anyway. I just want to mention that at the end of the video, see what your thoughts, but if you're sticking around to now. But anyway, drop a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next time.